Think about this. If you wanted to come down from New Delhi to Bangalore to watch RCB play in an IPL final, how would you choose to get here? Would you choose to walk? If you did, it would take you 17 full days to get here. Or you could choose to drive, and if you did, it would take you only 37 hours plus a hell of a lot on fuel. Or would you just choose to go online and book a flight ticket to come to the Garden City? If you are watching this channel, I'm going to assume that you value your time and you choose flying over walking, even if it did save you some money. Pause and ask yourself this question. If walking on the sidewalk or driving in the slow lane is such a time-consuming and draining activity, why do we continue to do this on our journeys to financial freedom? Hey guys, it's Rahul here. I hope that y'all are doing well. For today's cup of coffee, we'll be talking about this book, The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ Demarco. When I first heard about The Millionaire Fastlane, I didn't even think that it was a book that would help me on my journey. The title honestly seemed a little clickbaity and I tend to avoid that stuff. But wow, do I wish that someone just sat me down, told me to shut up and read, because this book is so worth it. So for today's video, I'm going to be that guy to you. In the next 15 minutes, I'll walk you through the 4 key ideas and principles in this book, and I hope to convince you to read it when you're done with me. By the way guys, if you're new here, a sub to the channel would be worth millions. Let's get right into it. So according to MJ Demarco, there are 3 main ways of becoming a millionaire: the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. Most people that you meet in this world are sidewalkers. They are carelessly trapped in a lifestyle of servitude. They spend their lives living from paycheck to paycheck and believe in spending all their money the minute they get paid. As a result, sidewalkers are people who look rich, but in reality are one paycheck, one poor season, or one movie failure from broke. They make large incomes or may be unemployed, but one trait that all sidewalkers have is that they live beyond their means. Living life as a sidewalker can literally end with living on the sidewalk. One step above the sidewalk is the slow lane. The slow lane is what happens when a sidewalker realizes that they're on the wrong path and starts taking accountability and responsibility for their actions. In today's world, the norm is to go to school, study for around 12 years, then head to college, study for another 4 years, get a corporate job to pay off your massive student loan debt, and finally 30 or 40 years afterwards, retire. And work a corporate job to pay off your massive student loan debt until you retire. The biggest problem is that this path takes 30 or 40 years to complete. Even then, you are not guaranteed anything. That's the unfortunate problem with the slow lane. You don't control it, time does. If you look at the middle class anywhere in the world, you'll see the slow lane in action. People trade their Mondays through Fridays so that they can live life on Saturdays and Sundays. Being a slow laner ensures that you have a lot of people to relate to on life's journey. But remember this, just because everyone's on a certain path doesn't mean that that path is directly suited for you as well. So what is the path for you? Get rich quick. What comes to your mind when I say these 3 words? I bet there's a seed of distrust that's planted in your mind or starts growing in your mind the second I utter them. But let me give you some context. I said get rich quick, not get rich easy. When most people say that they want to get rich quick, what they actually mean is that they want to get rich easy. Don't get me wrong here. The Millionaire Fastlane talks about ethically shortcutting your path to financial freedom. But those shortcuts are paved by creating systems of leverage. When you're on the fast lane to financial freedom, your main goal is to get rich quickly in a 5 to 7 year period, but there's no guarantee that it's going to be an easy journey. You will have to put in a lot of work. That's exactly what the fast lane is. A business and lifestyle strategy where you use leverage to create an environment for wealth and an extraordinary lifestyle. In simple, you start a business. Lesson number 2, the 5 Fastlane Commandments. So let's just say you choose to get your butt off the couch and decide to start a Fastlane business. Should you sell everything you own and set up a coffee shop down the road? Will that make you a successful business person? No way. MJ talks about 5 commandments that your business needs to follow so that the odds of it succeeding and making you financially free significantly improve. You could probably start a successful business without following 1 or a maximum of 2, but following all 5 sets you up for the fast lane. Number 1, the commandment of need. 90% of all businesses that are set up fail within the first 5 years because they do not satisfy the commandment of need. Your business should fulfill a need or solve a problem that people are willing to pay for. If you don't do this, it's really hard to create a successful business. As the saying goes, if you don't create a product that solves people's problems, then your product becomes your own problem. Number 2, the commandment of entry. Your business must take time and skill to set up. That means it must have barriers to entry. Be in a zone where it's difficult for someone else to come along and copy what you're selling. Some years ago, businesses like affiliate marketing and blogging were making millionaires overnight. But now, anyone can wake up in the morning and begin this type of business. The whole market has been saturated. The higher the barrier of entry in a particular industry, the less exceptional your business needs to be. Number 3, the commandment of control. Be in control of the thing that you're trying to sell at every step of the process. Your business shouldn't be set up in such a way that if someone else decides in one decision, they can destroy all of the hard work that you have done. As an example, take a look at YouTube, an amazing content creation platform where the company spends no money in creating content. For every $100 that YouTube generates from a video, they offer the creator around $55 for their time and effort. If YouTube wanted, they could reduce this payout ratio to even $30. YouTube has a lot of control in the product that they're selling. And from a Fastlane perspective, this is exactly where you want to be. Number 4, the commandment of scale. Which of these two businesses do you think has scale? A coffee shop put up in Indranagar that can sell maybe 500 cups of coffee each day, or an online store that sells the exact same coffee to customers all over India? If you wanted to scale up the coffee shop, the only way to do so would be operating at another location at a cost of $500,000. Whereas for the online store, all you would need to do is invest in more inventory. Online stores obey the commandment of scale, whereas offline coffee shops, albeit very successful, cannot scale up without a load of money backing it. Businesses that follow the commandment of scale are far more likely to turn into Fastlane businesses as opposed to traditional brick and mortar shops. Number 5, and you know this one's my favorite, the commandment of time. Your business should not turn into another 9 to 5, or should I say a 5 to 9 workaholic. One of the biggest problems that business owners face is that without their constant input and involvement, their businesses begin to fail. Do these owners satisfy the commandment of time? Are these business owners really free? Or are they actually working a job that looks like a business? Fastlane businesses need to be set up in such a way that you don't need to actively be involved in order to generate money from them. Absence should make the heart grow fonder. If your business constantly needs you to run it, then I'm sorry, you don't have a business, you have a job. Lesson 3. Understand that what you see is the event. What you don't see is the process. In every success story, there's always two sides, the process and the event. Everyone here talks about how Elon Musk is worth $253 billion US. That's the event. But the process, his early years of founding Zip.com with his brother, and the countless hours he spent coding in his bedroom are rarely spoken about. Creating wealth via the fast lane is not an event, but a process requiring intentional actions that yield results. People who don't understand this completely disregard the process. They choose to buy a lottery ticket in an attempt to get rich, which is an event, rather than spending the same money building up a business, receiving customer feedback and improving their product, which is the process. All millionaires go through the diligent process of studying when others won't, coding a program, writing a business plan, attending webinars, and harnessing their craft in a specific field. They all create a system that later became income-generating assets, running without them. Here's something that I'm realizing more and more often, and I'm telling you it's so important. For every one successful event that you see, there's probably hundreds of background processes that you just cannot see. Lesson number 4. If you want to start a Fastlane business, you need to understand this one universal law, the Law of Effection. Simply put, the Law of Effection states this one fact. The more lives your business affects, the richer you become. People don't become financially free by accident. They are very intentional with their thoughts, actions, and strategies. There are two ways for your business to satisfy the Law of Effection, through magnitude and through scale. If you sell a product to 1 million people for $1, you'll make $1 million. That's scale. And if you sell a product or deliver a service to 50 clients for $20,000, you'll become a millionaire. A classic example of magnitude. The magnitude of your business is how much value you can provide per customer, and scale is how many customers you can sell to. When you start a business that has either magnitude or scale, you become a millionaire. But when a business does both, that's exactly how billionaires are born. That in short is a 15-minute summary of the Millionaire Fastlane. This book is so good that I just genuinely feel that 15 minutes does not do it enough justice. Thanks for watching, dear friends. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the Filter Coffee Finance family. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can consider buying the Millionaire Fastlane using the link I've attached in the description down below. If not, it's cool. Until we meet again, this is Filter Coffee Finance signing off.